determinants. How do we find determinants? If it's a 2 by 2, we take 1 times 7 and 5 times 2 and subtract them. So it is 7 minus 10. The answer is -3. If it's a 3 by 3, I'm making these numbers up. If it's a 3 by 3, we recopy the first 2 columns. Listen, if you did not get a perfect paper, then I expect you to be paying 100% attention. And if you did get a perfect paper, then just sit quietly with your mouth shut.
Wait, quick question. I thought the 2 columns we put outside the matrices were the last 2.
No, you're wrong. We've never done that. It's the first 2 columns recopied. Now we multiply these 3 numbers together and we get 0. And we multiply these together and we get 8. And we multiply these together and we get -3. So when I total those up, when I add all those numbers up, I get 5. So I multiply these, I multiply these, I multiply these, and then I add them up. Then I turn around and I multiply these, I multiply these, and I multiply these, and I add them up. Then what do I do with these 2 numbers? Subtract them. So the value of that determinant would be 8. Patrick? No. The process for anything bigger than that is complicated. It's called expansion by minors, and it just takes forever. So we'll just change it. Now, we are going to have a quiz today over what we learned Friday.
So Cramer.
Now, no, not Cramer's rule, although we're going to practice that again today. What did we learn how to do on Friday? We learned how to find an inverse. So, let's gently, quickly recap. If we have a matrix, like this one, and we want to find its inverse. We start by doing this. So the determinant of this matrix would be 4 minus -5, 9. But you don't use 9, you use 1/9. Remember? You do 1 over the determinant. Then we take these 2 numbers and switch them. So we put the 4 here and the 1 here. And then we take these 2 numbers and we leave them where they're at, but we change their sign. So this would become a -5 and this would become a +1. And then we multiply each of those by 1/9. So we have 4/9, 1/9, -5/9, 1/9. And that is the answer to the question. Patrick.
When you switch the signs to the negative, and if it stay negative?
No. Whatever the signs are, they change. So I'm not like switching these signs with each other. I'm just, if that's negative, it becomes positive. If it's positive, it becomes negative.
Ms. Ward.
Okay?
So, hang on. Pick someone else. I need to gather my
Maya?
questions. Figure out how I'm going to read this.
Well, the determinant is 9. You put 1 over the determinant. Yes.
Okay.
Are you done?
So, like, do you always, I don't know how I'm going to word this, just say it. I'll figure it out.
Okay. All right, so you're going to have sheet paper, or you can use the back side of that one.
Thank you.
Put your name on this side, please. Either get out a new half sheet or use the back of the one you've already got.
Okay, here's my question before you read it. So, see how in the top right, it's 1 and 5, and negative 1 and 4, and you switch the 1 and the 4, right? And then do you never switch the 5 and the negative 1?
You just change your signs.
So, even if they're both positive,
Yep, all positive, they will become both negative.
but they don't.
Those two never.
Okay.
Did you know this part thing?
Okay. Alright, so we have a half sheet of paper out, we have our name on it. We have everything put away that's supposed to be put away. That would include note sheets and such. Alright, here is your question. Here's one question. Here is your determinant, or excuse me, your matrix. I want you to find the inverse. Make sure you copy this correctly.
Your birthday bonus.
Who got a birthday?
Does anyone have a birthday to use up? Not
Hey,
today?
Is
Okay.
it your birthday? When your birthday?
Gerard? Keep our eyes on our own paper. There should be no reason to be looking around. When you're done, take it up and put it in the plate. And get your note sheets and your calculator out. Today we're going to use our calculators a lot. After we practice Cramer's rule one more time.
Hey, take mine
What's that, $1.5 million, please?
Okay. Let's wrap up our quizzes real quick, folks. Thomas Berg, what's step one? Hey, kids, Thomas is sharing with us the answer, so
2
let's
times
listen.
5 and get 10, and then minus -3.
So 10,
This is Direction. Can I please have Patrick Troy report to the front office?
yes.
Thank you.
And then get 13.
I don't know if I can take my stuff or not.
Go take your stuff. So we have 10 minus -3.
And get 13.
So the value of that determinant is
13.
13.
And then 1.
Step 1. So then we have 1 over 13. Now what? 5 and 2 switch. 1, -3. How many of you had 5 5/13, negative 3/13, 1/13, 2/13 as your answer.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you did, you are right.
Woo!
Now, if you didn't, did you find a mistake? Do you see what you did wrong? Do you have a question?
Flawless.
Okay. Now, we are going to do one more Cramer's rule problem. So get your note sheets out. This is on the back side of 46. Let's look at problem C. On test day, there will be a question that says, solve using Cramer's rule. We may have a quiz before that, where you have to solve using Cramer's rule. So here is the question. Now, I'm not going to argue with you. You could use a substitution, you could use elimination, but that's not what we're doing. We're using Cramer's rule.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to know step one. Raise your hand if you remember step one, Tyler Decker.
You get the bracket, and you put 3, and then 1 underneath it, and then negative 4, and then 2.
Perfect. Let me say words to describe this. He's finding the determinant of the coefficients. These are his x numbers, and these are his y numbers. And he is going to evaluate that determinant just like you did on the quiz. So the value of this determinant would be what? 6 minus negative 4, 10. Now, what do we do with that 10? It's the denominator. So your job is to find an x and a y. They are both fractions divided by 10. Now, you need the numerators. The numerators are other determinants, just like this one. Only they're different than this one. How do we find this numerator right here, which is our x numerator? Taylor. Take the 9 and the 2. You haven't used those yet. Take those numbers and cut them out and paste them right here. So like she said, you would have 9 and 2 here, and then negative 4 and 2 here. So we cut these out and paste them on top of the x numbers. So we have 9 and 2, negative 4 and 2. And then we evaluate that. So that would be what? 18 minus negative 8? 26 over 10, which is 13 over 5. Now, how do we do this one? The same way, only we take the 9 and the 2 and put them here. Because we're solving for y. Whatever you're solving for, that's what you paste on top of. So we have 3, 1 and 9, 2. 3, 1, 9, 2. So that becomes 6 minus 9, which is negative 3/10.
Yeah.
So our answer is 13/5, comma, negative 3/10. That is a yicky answer, but we didn't have to worry about yickiness because we didn't have to deal with those fractions. We just did basic arithmetic.
Yeah, we did.
Olivia.
So it's okay if they both don't have the same denominator?
In the end, yeah. Now, they're always gonna start with the same denominator, but one might reduce, you're right.
Quiz?
Yeah, well, it's still hot.
Maybe
Retweet.
we'll have a quiz tomorrow,
No, today.
today?
And then one tomorrow too.
Okay.
Somebody's birthday need to be tomorrow.
What I would like you to do right now, I want everybody to do D on your own or with your partner. Problem D, we haven't done that one yet. Some of you have it done already. We're doing D alone or with a partner. Brooke, would you, since you have it done already, would you like to come up and put your work up here on the table?
Cool, Brooke, you overachiever. I'm just kidding, bro.
We'll FaceTime you from that.
We will be having a test over this in the middle of next week. Test over this chapter, I mean.
Is it a test?
I ain't been ready for this class since 2012.
Is that it's like before? Hey, I need to stop worrying, these next couple days.
So everything's, we're gonna scratch all that and then start.
It's coming out short. It's like great. No, all these phones are you're gonna fail.
I think that's the one.
New friends. Make new friends.
Yeah, you're right. You're not that complicated. Think about it. Just
You have no idea how much this
I was going to third grade. I got one o'clock in. Yeah, Brooke is so smart.
You took a sec?
No. I got 85. I don't think.
That's right.
What, bro? That is?
I got 19 over.
It's not negative.
Mom, I got 19 over.
Why is it not negative? It's 1 minus 6.
I did 2 over 3. Or maybe,
Is
hold
that
on.
what you got?
Yeah, I got
I did
19.
negative.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
I got negative 55.
The one you're pencil with,
you guys have checked?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, the
Yeah,
one you
1 minus, we're pretty sure it's right.
negative 55.
It's 8 times 7.
Correct.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I'm
Brooke is almost done.
Ms. Ford, she asked for help throughout the whole day.
Did you help her? Well, good. That's what we're all about, just helping each other.
what lab is?
No.
You get negative 55.
All right.
Actually, I got it.
You get 19?
Does anybody have a question or a comment or a correction to Brooke's work?
I have a comment. Not only do I concur with her answer, but I straight up DDT'd that problem into submission. Cramer is now my
So are we all set for tomorrow then?
comment, but this one's wrong.
Yes.
Abby? Olivia Willis?
Right.
Huh?
Rice? All right. Next then, look at the front side of page 46. And we are going to use our calculator to solve this. Those of you who did not bring a graphing calculator are in trouble. You have got, Javon.
Literally just said that. She just said this is
Now,
the biggest thing.
seriously, right here in front of me.
It's not what you think.
But it's exactly what you think.
You can shut your mouth. It's not what you think.
And what do you think Mom's gonna say?
It's not what you think. It really isn't. Why are you talking? I don't understand why your mouth is open. I really don't. Like, look at this binder just hitting you across the face. It's not what you think.
All right, put your calculators out. We are going to go through the steps to solve.
What's 16 times 3?
Don't get slapped.
The problem. Do you want me to? I didn't want to look at Brooks State because I had to learn it myself. I just looked at Brooks and copied it down. I don't know. It's in the car.
All right, we're going to solve this on our calculator. Okay, so I need. Okay. We're going to get our calculators out. We're going to shut our mouths because nothing frustrates me more than having to repeat calculator steps because you weren't paying attention. So I don't want anybody working ahead. I want everybody working right with me. So right at this moment, our calculators are out. If you do not have a calculator, then I need you to position yourself next to someone who does. You need to know how to enter this on the calculator. We are not going to learn how to do it without a calculator. So you need to get comfortable with the calculator you're going to be using. Okay, now, the first thing I want you to do is to write on your paper this matrix. Now it's going to be a biggie. It's going to be 1, 1, negative 1, 2, 2, negative 1, 3, 14, and 3, 1, 1, 14. Now, I bet you don't need me to explain to you where I got these numbers. In order, including negatives, these are the numbers in the first equation, these are the numbers in the second, and these are the numbers in the third. Right? Now, we're going to pull some magic on our calculator, and we're going to get a new matrix. I want you to set up that box. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to come out and it's going to give us our answer. This is all you need to show. Well, there's one more thing I'm going to have you add in, but that's it in terms of work. So now I'm going to go into my calculator, and I am going to press the matrix button. The matrix button is right here in the first row. For me, it's the fourth one down. So I have to press second matrix. Okay? Now, we're going to put, okay, everybody press second matrix. Matrix is the fourth button down here in the first column.
Probably.
Now, I need you to click across to edit. So edit is highlighted. Use your arrow button, click across to edit, and press enter. Now, there may already be stuff in there, and that's fine, we don't care, we'll be kicking it out in a minute. The first thing that it wants me to give you, or wants us to give him, the calculator, is the dimensions of the matrix. What are the dimensions of the matrix that we're about to put in?
3 by 3.
3 by 4. So press 3, enter, 4, enter. Now, it wants you to put in all of these numbers. So I'm going to put in 1, and then 1, and then negative 1, and 2. And then 2, negative 1, 3, and 14. And 3, 1, 1, 14.
It's just a 3 by 4.
Okay.
Now, as soon as you get them all in. Got them all in. I want you to press second quit. So quit is right up there at the top, in the top row, press second quit, and that's gonna bring you back to your home screen. Now, go back into matrix, second matrix, and this time, instead of going all the way over to edit, I want you to go over to math. And then I want you to go all the way down, you have a big list, click all the way down until you come to this button, RREF. You are not required to know this, but that stands for Reduced Row Echelon Form. RREF. You're not required to know that, but we're going to RREF. Press enter. Now, does it say RREF parentheses on your screen?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot to have you take note of it, but probably when you entered that data, it went in as matrix A.
Yes.
So I need you to type second matrix and then just A. Enter. And that pulls A up on your screen.
So.
Now, if you press enter, it should give you a new matrix. And that new matrix should look like this.
Can you just come here for 0.5 seconds?
Just a second.
Okay.
That should be the new matrix you got. Raise your hand if you got that matrix. That's about half of it. Good. We'll work on it. We'll get the other half of you up to speed. But let me finish this one. Do you remember in the beginning that top equation said 1x plus 1y minus 1z equals 2?
Yes.
Your new top equation says 1x, no y's, no z's, equals 4. So what does x equal? X equals 4. What does y equal? 0. What does z equal? 2. This is the answer to the question. That is the x, y, and z coordinates that satisfy all three equations.
I need your help.
Okay? All right, now we're going to try it again. We're going to go through it again, all of us together. You're going to press only the buttons I tell you to press. Okay? So let's look at our next system.
As this problem, I please sprint to the restroom. Please. I beg you. No replies, no working.
All right, here's our system. Now, you need to have this written down on your paper. You need to have your starting matrix, which is 1, 4, -2, 0, 2, 1, 1, 6, -3, 3, -5, -13. Then you need to have a new matrix that we don't know yet. And to get from this one to this one, we're going to use the RREF button. Okay. But we can't do any of that till we get our matrix in. Now, some of you are working ahead, and that's okay, but you know I'm going to freak out.
She said, I'm about to pop off.
Here we go. So I go into second matrix, and I have to click across to edit. Remember, if you want to put in information, you have to be clicking all the way across to edit. What are the dimensions of this matrix? 3 by 4. So I put in, I said it's 3 by 4. Now I'm going to start putting in those numbers. So I have 1, 4, I'll shut up because you're trying to put them in 2. Now, once you get them all put in, then I want you to second quit.
Can you just take like a little 5-second intermission real quick?
So once you get all of these numbers in, I want you to second quit so you go back to the home screen. Now, once you got them in,
Okay, wait, what do you do once you get them in?
Second quit.
second quit. Right up here at the top, second quit. Now, go back into your matrix menu. So second matrix,
There.
and go over just to math. Instead of going all the way across to edit, we're going over to math.
Okay.
And we click all the way down till we come to the RREF button. And we press enter. Now, on the screen, it says RREF, and it's waiting for you to tell it what's RREF. So go back into matrix, second matrix, hit enter twice, and out will come a new matrix.
That's the crucial. The only part I didn't know, I missed it again.
This board, I have a different calculator than you.
I can't help that.
You can't
Okay,
take a peek. Just take a peek real quick.
now, how many got this matrix this time? More of you, very good. This gives you your answer. You need to write down your answer as an ordered triple, like an ordered pair, only there's 3 of them. So what is your X? 3. Your Y? Negative 0.5, and your Z? 0.5. And that's the answer to the question. Okay, now, I would like you all to work on 3, 4, and 5. And while you're doing that, I'm going to sit up here, and if you have a calculator issue, you're going to bring it up to me, and we're going to talk about it. Thomas, would you turn us off?
May I please just ask
Thank
you
you.
a question?
Okay, Jabron.